Baseball is back. A lot of things has been happening, but one of the things that is trending lately is the Torpedo Bats. And it all started with the Yankees. The Bronx Bombers, they tied a major league record when they hit 15 home runs in their opening 3-game home series against the Milwaukee Brewers, in which in total throughout the 3 games they scored 36 runs. They scored 20 runs on Saturday alone, which featured 4 home runs in the first inning. In total, they hit 9 home runs throughout the game. And it had people speculating or somewhat thinking, what was all that about? And now the Torpedo Bat has been brought up. So what is the Torpedo Bat? The Torpedo Bat is a customized bat that tailors the barrel of each hitter. Gone is the standard swell of the bat, as it's replaced with more wood in the barrel shifted closer to the hands. First, Anthony Volpe was asked about it. Anthony Volpe, the shortstop of the Yankees, as well as Jazz Chisholm Jr., Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, and Austin Wells. They were all swinging with Torpedo Bats this weekend, and all of them hit home runs on Saturday. This is what Jazz Chisholm Jr. had to say after he hit 2 home runs on Sunday. It doesn't feel like a different bat. It just helps you in a little way. I don't know the science of it. I think I still hit the ball the same, like exit velocity as I always did. I just feel like it gives you a feeling of just feeling like you have more work. You probably don't have more to work with, but it feels like it. Cody Bellinger also chimed in on the Torpedo Bat, especially when he played last season with the Cubs. This is what he had to say. Personally, the weight is closer to my hands, so I feel as if it's lighter in a way. For me, that was the biggest benefit. Obviously, the bigger the sweet spot, the bigger the margin for error. The Yankees are not the only ones that have used Torpedo Bats. New York Mets shortstop Francisco Lindor is already using one. So there's going to be many players that are open to experimenting that. However, his teammate Juan Soto had this to say. I had teammates last year with the Yankees that asked me if I wanted to try it, but it never caught my attention. And then he went on to say, but yeah, I would try it. Ellie De La Cruz, he had a unforgettable performance on Monday night for the Cincinnati Reds. If you saw that game, you saw history. He was absolutely sensational. And he was using Torpedo Bats as well. The 23-year-old, he had a monster game. He hit 2 home runs, brought in 11 RBIs. He went 4 for 5. The Cincinnati Reds scored 14 runs. They won the game 4-3 against the Texas Rangers. And this is what De La Cruz had to say after the game. I tried it today, and I felt comfortable with it. I felt really good. There is no difference to tradition bats. It just feels good. Now, the Yankees analytics department looked at every player's hitting data. So that was the wildest part of the bat or the barrel. Now teams across the league, including the Reds, are starting to introduce the bats during games. Like I said, this is going to be a trend throughout the season, so don't be surprised by that. As for De La Cruz, his second home run, which came in the 7th inning, was measured at 436 feet and 110.2 miles per hour off the bat. So yes, Torpedo Bats are here to stay. They're here to stay.